I am a spiritualist, and today I will be talking about building better relationships. Um, I find many people have issues with their relationships. Um, the biggest issue that I find that people have with their relationships are understanding what love is. There are different forms of love. There's unconditional love. There's conditional love. I should explain what unconditional love is. Unconditional love means to love someone unconditionally, just loving them for who they are, not trying to coerce them to do something or anything. It's just loving them for them being them, the way they are, good, bad, or indifferent. Conditional love, it means if you do something, I will love you. If you act a certain way, I love you. If you stop doing those things, I will love you. And I can't love you unless you do these certain things. And so there's a difference in conditional love. There's a difference in unconditional love. There's also loves that we give to different people. So I love my child different than I love my wife. I love my parents different than I love my child and my wife. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to get to unconditional love. And it's very important that we learn how to obtain unconditional love. Because with unconditional love, I'm just loving to love. I have no conditions, I have no wants, I just enjoy loving to love. Which brings me to a secondary point that I find with a lot of relationships. So you have people who are seeking love, and then you have people who are learning how to find the love within themselves. In other words, one seeks love from outside of themselves, which normally will lead to a conditional love. If you love me, you'll do this. If you love me, you'll give me all your attention. You'll do these things for me. And that's wonderful, but it's very short. It's a short-term type of love, because whenever you're seeking love from someone, you'll never find that true love. Eventually the love will just go away, because they can't meet your conditions. They can't give you love all the time. They can share love with you, but they can't give you love. And what I've learned through spirituality is that I can't get love from other people. I can find the love that's within me, because I am love. We are all love. And the deeper you go and you get rid of your baggage, your wants, your negativities, and you look within inside of yourself, you will realize that you have always been love, and that you are love. There is no seeking love from outside of yourself through any other means. The only time when we're seeking things externally is to validate or to show us what we can't see that's within us. So what I try to explain to people in relationships is, if you can find your own love, which is internal. Recognize your own internal love, self-love, because you are love. So you can't get love, you can't grow love, you are love. Now you can share your love with other people. And that's loving other people unconditionally. So if I'm in a relationship and I love my partner, I can't seek their love, but I can share my love with my partner. My partner can share their love with me. It doesn't mean that I'm getting love from that person. I'm not taking something from them. I can't take love. It's not like money or something material like a vehicle, so I'm not taking anything. So if I can't take love, that means that I am love, and I can share my love, my feelings, my emotions, my verbiage, my actions with the other person. I can't take their actions, I can't take their verbiage, I can't take their emotions. It's not mine, it never was mine, but I can share. And when I started learning how to love unconditional with my wife, and I started sharing in love, I found something far greater, far richer, much more beautiful, and much more meaningful in my life. Because now I am enjoying my wife, my life, and other people for who they are. Not what I expect them to be, not what I want from them. These things are important to understand. So what I try to explain in a relationship building class, which normally takes about 3 hours just to get through some basic concepts, is understanding what tantric is. Tantric. People think of it as sex, and it's not about sex. It's about building a deep intimacy and finding that self-love within you and how to properly share that self-love. So most people, when they first meet, they have this great lust between each other, this great passion. And over a few years, that passion starts to fade away. And then the reality sets in, and you see the person for who they are. And then you start to wonder, can I love this person? Can they love me? This is normally when the bickering starts, because of now you have to start building a relationship. Relationships are very interesting. It takes time to build a good relationship, because you have to go through a partnership turmoil. You have to go through a partnership happiness. So there's these ups and downs, and you're learning how to work with someone. And this brings you to a very interesting place. Can I open up and be intimate with someone? Intimate doesn't mean sex. Intimate means sharing myself so deeply with the other people without being afraid of them hurting me emotionally. And this is the place that we're trying to get through an unconditional love. Can we share ourselves in an intimate way? And when we love someone unconditionally, we're no longer trying to sit there and use them for sexual frustration, emotional frustration. We want to bring passion and keep a deeper intimacy throughout everything we do. Being intimate doesn't have to be just with a partner. It can be with anything and everything you do. Creating a a way of viewing the world through love and intimacy is a wonderful thing. So when we sit down or do a lecture on relationship building, we're taking people through what love is. We're taking people through the actions of seeking love. And instead of sharing love, we're showing people how to have a better relationship through intimacy, bringing subtle meditation into their life to deal with issues, showing people how to communicate. Communication is a big issue because people do not feel safe in the love that they have with their partner, so they lack the communication. How to build a proper partnership of equals. I laugh with a lot of people. They go, my partner does this, they do all of this, I only do this. And it's like, but where's the time that you're spending doing things together? Are you breaking up the housework? Are you breaking up the financial responsibilities? Are you working and communicating together and helping assist each person in that relationship with their dreams, with them seeking out their own spiritual path, their own growth, their own person, their own being? And are you loving them unconditionally and watching them grow, expand their own belief systems, their own reality, living their life? These are important areas of life, because how can you have a proper relationship without unconditional love, without sharing in love, without sharing the responsibilities, without being there to listen to each other? These are tools and techniques that have profound meanings in any relationship. It's important to understand these things, because the more you understand about building a better relationship, the longer your partnership will last with someone. I see many people who are married for a few years and then they get a divorce. I see many people who go through 2 or 3 partners. I see abuse in relationships. I see people's intimacy gone. I see people who can't communicate within the relationship. I see someone who has more of a sexual desire than another one who has more of an emotional need to be filled, one who has more of an external attachment to things, and no way of bridging these things together because they feel that they cannot work as one, so they keep these things locked up inside, and they stop communicating because they never learn the foundation of love. When we go through classes, and me, my wife, and sometimes other people will come in and we teach to a group, we show different techniques on how to work together. So we do a lot of different exercises, meditation exercises, partnership exercises, all teaching that intimacy, that love, that compassion, how to be there for each other, how to trust each other, how to communicate. Relationship tools. In other words, in a partnership, you're not trying to change anyone within that partnership. You're trying to grow yourself and expand yourself while not interfering with your partner's expansion, growth, or their happiness. So you want to bask in their happiness, and you would hope that they will bask in your happiness. You want to meet them halfway on responsibilities, and you hope that they meet you halfway on responsibilities. It's a union. It's 2 people or a small group of people working together, serving each other's interest as well as serving their own. If you would like to learn more about relationship building, please join me for one of my events that I will be hosting, and I hope to see you there. I hope that this little bit of information helps you about how to build a better relationship. May you find the love within you, for you are self-love, and take care of yourself.